FTW. You mad? FT. Holy crap, there's action right out the gate on this one. High elo featured match here. Immediately, Ezreal picking up the kill on Soraka in the bottom lane. And here's the brand new champ, Draven, the glorious executioner, getting an execution right out the gate on this one. However, Ezreal was able to pick up 2 kills there in the bottom lane within the first few minutes of this match. That was pretty blood-filled. Wow, carnage in the bottom lane. How's it going, everybody? It's Awall with FTW Broadcasting. Also, casting this one for TGN Cult. If you're watching this on FTW, give it a thumbs up. If you're watching it on TGN Cult, strike it down with your thumbs downs, you pathetic fools. Let's talk about this matchup here in the top lane. We got Kennen versus Renekton. A pretty decent matchup. I have to say Renektons will be in trouble early game, but Renektons, if they get fed, they do well late game. However, it doesn't look like the feeding's happening right now for him. Looks like he is getting fed on as Kennen gets the kill there. Nice, effective gank here from Olaf. Kennen versus Renekton top lane. Gonna give it to Kennen early game for sure. As you can clearly see, we've got Olaf in the jungle here for the red team. Who's he paired up against? Blue team has Lee Sin in the jungle. Lee Sin, one of the most dangerous champs in the game, one of the most versatile champs in the game. He changes the way the games are played. Love Lee Sin. Nerf Lee Sin, they all say. I don't know, I love him. Free win Lee Sin. Let's check out this mid lane matchup. We've got Swain versus Morgana. Swain's going to do just fine versus Morgana. I'll be honest with you, I think Morgana still is a stronger mid lane AP carry, namely because of her massive CC that she has on board, and of course that mana shield. That mana shield's so clutch. Looks like Lee Sin, though, very interested in stunting this Morgana as early as possible. Can Lee Sin connect on the kick? Yes, he can, but he gets Dark Binding immediately. Nice Dark Binding, saving a significant amount of damage for her. This bottom lane matchup's quite interesting. Why? Because we've got the new champ, Draven, on board. Obviously, this player has been playing him for a couple days now, so he's clearly mastered the hero. Obviously, you know, a good thing to have on board is Soraka with any new AD or any new champ in the bottom lane that you're new with. Soraka having the most sustain out of all supports in the game. Clearly advantageous here. Draven, we'll talk about his abilities here in a moment. Want to check out and see what's going on in the woods. Just looks like a Wraith steal here as Olaf is clearly invading the jungle here at blue. Gonna have a run-in with Lee Sin, no doubt. Lee Sin low on health. This is not good timing. Olaf might be able to score a kill here. Let's see if Lee Sin can escape to this tower. Yes, he can, and it looks like we missed a kill here from Draven. So let's see what Draven was able to lay down. Let's talk about the new Draven mechanics. Draven's main unique ability here is Wicked Blades, which is this move you're seeing right now. He throws the blade at a champ, and then the blade bounces back to him, and you see this little spot on the ground here? He has to go move to that spot on the ground to catch the blade, which immediately refreshes the cooldown on the move. Ezreal now has 3 kills. That's really, really dangerous. Nice flash there from Draven, saving his own ass, as Olaf was unable to secure that one. So this Wicked Blades ability is really cool. It's more or less like a boomerang, if you will. He throws his blade at somebody, it bounces off that champ, and then is going to land in a random place on the ground. You then have to go to that place on the ground and to pick up the blade, refreshes the cooldown so you can spam it over and over and over again. However, high skill cap. This is what everybody's saying right now. Draven is a very high skill cap champ and is very difficult to master. So anybody picking up Draven, you're up against him in your lane, you can feel okay at least for a couple weeks until people start mastering him. His other abilities include Spinning Axe. His next attack will deal bonus physical damage with that one, which is quite nice. And if the axe ricochets off a target, and the bonus is equal to 55% of his total attack damage, and it will ricochet into the air. If he catches it, it automatically readies another Spinning Axe. So this one refreshes Spinning Axe as well. So it's all about axe, 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 refreshing cooldown. Soraka's having a terrible game right now as Ezreal picks up his 5th kill of the game. This Ezreal is getting farmed as hell. Lulu doing a great job of supporting this Ezreal. I'm doing so much talking about Draven right now, but it's this Ezreal who's dominating. He's going to be able to go home and pick up some serious items. Already has his Doran Blades boots and Vampiric Scepter. This is gross. You cannot let an Ezreal snowball. Up by 4 kills is the red team, but that's mostly because of that Ez. I'm a little worried about the blue team right now. Honestly, I'm a little worried about their comp. With Draven on board, I don't really know how he scales into late game. We're going to have to find out if there even is a late game Morgana. Oof. Speaking of whether there's a late game or not, Morgana picking up a kill mid. Let's see how she secures this one against Swain. Once Swain hits level 6, that ultimate can really help him be beefier and just harder to take down. It just doesn't matter. Morgana securing that kill so quickly. Morgana already has her catalyst. Clearly she's spec'd for flat AP in order to do that type of damage. This is gross. Red team starting to dominate. Blue team moving into the 11-minute, 10 to a 12-minute mark. They're going to need to start picking up dragons. They're going to need to start cleaning up jungles to make up for this deficit that they're racking up. I see a ping here from Olaf wanting Morgana to come over and pick up that blue. Lee Sin chasing down Morgana. Morgana full up on mana right now. Don't think that's going to work out for him. Or for the gank, rather. In the top lane, this Renekton, let's see how he's doing on farm. Renekton dying a bunch of times, 52 CS as opposed to Kennan's only 41, but it doesn't matter. Ezreal secures a kill in the bottom lane, and Renekton secures one on the top lane. Retaliation. The problem here is that this Ezreal is getting farmed as hell. 6 kills. His CS is suffering because he's just so busy killing people. Oh my. Oh man, you do not want to snowball Ezreal. Oh god, it gets gross with the snowball as his ultimate can be so dangerous. What's this build going to be from Ezreal? Well, we see the early Sheen. I'm not sure whether it's going to be AP or AD. I'm suspecting AD. Maybe it's Hybrid Ez. Maybe it's Hybrid Ez. These items suggest Hybrid Ez. We'll have to look and see how that shakes out. Lee Sin forced to pull back as Ezreal's getting very powerful. We see that this Olaf is getting chased down right now. Oh my. Lee Sin turning around and getting a kill here in the bottom lane. So much action. I'm barely able to keep up. Lulu using the polymorph there. Well, I'm calling it polymorph. Lee Sin turning it around there with a nice clutch kick. Picking up the kill. No. Lulu picking up the kill on Lee Sin. Lulu turning things around, being a great support right now. Lulu, a very deceptive champ. A champ that you cannot underestimate. I love the mechanics of Lulu. All of the double purpose abilities she has. On the differences between the ally cast and enemy cast. Really, really cool. I love this champ quite a bit. Lulu getting her job done. She's going to get her paycheck today. 6 assists and her AD has 6 kills already. Looks like the Soraka's chilling in the top lane, leaving Draven all alone in the bottom lane. Not exactly sure why that's happening. I guess they're wanting to at least push their luck on the top lane because Soraka feels like she's going to be completely unsuccessful down low. She needs to stop feeding this Ezreal. Is that a wise decision to leave her AD carry all by himself in the bottom lane? Can he handle business? There's Draven's ultimate, essentially only hitting once. And oh, Matrix style dodge there. That could have been a kill. Easy kill there. Alright, so let's talk about Draven's ultimate. On a 100-second cooldown, or 120-second cooldown, I believe? It's a 110-second cooldown. Draven's ultimate throws out 2 whirling axes. Looks like we've got Lee Sin closing on this Lulu. No doubt going to be able to secure that. No! Forced to pull back because of the Ezreal. This ultimate here, Whirling Death, it sends out 2 axes which deal X amount of physical damage, which decreases based on every unit struck. The axes go out, and then he can engage them and make them come back manually, making them come back. Okay, with that move, the damage decreases for everyone that he hits on the way there, and then it decreases for everyone that it hits on the way back. The path that the axes take on the way back is determined based on Draven's position, more or less like a boomerang. Really cool, really, really cool ultimate. It can be very, very effective for obvious reasons, but very high skill cap to really get the maximum effectiveness out of that one. Looks like Kennan's gonna go down there. Nice job by Renekton, nice timing on the ultimate. Will he survive? I think Olaf's gonna be able to finish this one off. Soraka, can Soraka finish off the job with a banana hammock? Don't think that's gonna happen, no. Come on, don't die, Soraka, good choice not to dive there. Whoa, Soraka getting hyper aggressive here, zoning out this Olaf on the tower, looking to get the kill. Ezreal, oh my goodness. Ezreal, so gross. You hate to see Ezreal get so fed. Ezreal coming in with that mega burst. Ezreal has 2 Doran's blades, has a Sheen, and a freaking Vampiric Scepter already able to deal down tons of damage. I don't think we're going to see this Draven get too powerful this game, as Red Team's up by 7 kills and 5k gold already at the 11-minute and 30-second mark. That's gross. Lulu more or less playing D here in the back. I'd like to do this actually with Blitzcrank and with Taric. hang back here, drop my ward in the triangle bush, and chill back behind, and at least give my AD the heads up if anybody's coming for a gank. And there's that ultimate I was talking about from Draven. The ultimate goes, see how it goes all the way across the map, and then it returns back to Draven's location. Such a cool ultimate. I love to see those global ultimates, the ultimates that cover the entire map. I really like the mechanics on this character. But I imagine it's going to take a while to master this character, especially this Wicked Blades. The unique thing about the Wicked Blades, it forces Draven players to go back to a set location that enemies can see. Enemies can see that little location, that little seal on the ground, which can set up characters like Blitzcranks and Lee Sins to land a kick and to land a clutch grab on your ass. So that can be very dangerous. Swain, Swain having a gross game. Lee Sin landing a kick there with Soraka's help. I don't think this gank is going to be too effective. Soraka not able to lay down the damage like they need. There's some gaps here in the comp, and it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, I can't even keep up. Oops, I paused it there. I can't even keep up with all of the kills Ezreal is getting. Ezreal's getting so many. Oh my goodness. Ez getting a kill there on Draven. Draven getting a kill, though, on Lulu. He doesn't need to kill Lulu right now. He needs to kill Ezreal. Ezreal with 8 kills at the 12-minute mark. Whew, that's gross. Let's see what's going on here with this mid lane action. I'm a little worried about the comp here of the blue team. Lee Sin clutch in the jungle, totally. Soraka clutch in the bottom lane, got it. However, there's not a strong AD in the bottom lane, simply because that Draven's not going to be able to follow up and do the damage that you need. Swain can be a beast from the east in the mid lane, but I feel like I'd like a more bursty AP in the mid lane, to be quite honest. Not enough burst damage on this team, on the blue side, if I were to say so myself. Renekton can be very strong as your team. Between Renekton and Lee Sin, they have strong initiation, but I don't know if they really have the burst and the sustained damage that they really need to secure kills this game. Regardless, let's see what blue needs to do to pull this thing out. Like I said earlier, they need to start dominating the jungle. They need effective ganks and then pulling back and not having collateral damage from the red team on any effective ganks that do come along the line. This Draven's completely abandoned in the bottom lane. No Soraka to help him. He's just forced to tower hug, which even the tower hugging is not saving his life. I really don't know if I agree with this Soraka decision. I know Soraka was pulling out of the bottom lane because she didn't think that she didn't want to feed anymore. But can you really abandon half of your team's damage, essentially? Well, half of what's supposed to be half of that late game damage. I don't know. That's a really odd decision. Maybe it's a little bit of a knee-jerk decision, and now this Draven's just forced to pull back, not farming at all, just getting killed over and over again, allowing this Ezreal to get even Federer. Wow. I've been watching a lot of tennis lately. Sorry about the Federer reference there. Alright, Kennen. How's Kennen doing in the top lane? Obviously, Kennen going 2v1, not exactly the optimal situation. Renekton up 116 on the CS. Kennen at only 69. So essentially, once Soraka went to the top lane, Kennen stopped getting fed, which was good. But unfortunately, Ezreal still is. So Lee Sin now coming into gank lanes, but ganking lanes that are fed as hell. Ganking this bottom lane, you're oh, here we go. Is the boomerang gonna come back and do the right damage? It doesn't matter. The boomerang gonna come all the way back across the map. I love this. Like 10 seconds later after it's unleashed in the first place. I love that ultimate. Just that element of surprise. That element of surprise is so cool, and that globalness of it. I like it. It's not doing a massive amount of damage right now, though, because this Draven is just not fed. Draven does not have the attack damage on board, right? I mean, let's see how much he's got right now. 113? Yeah, we aren't really going to be able to see the full power of that fully operational battle station. Anyway. Missed Dark Binding there, so this Morgana doesn't know Swain's in play. Swain going heads up with Morgana right now, though. Morgana gonna have a distinct advantage as Morgana is farmed as hell. 194 from Morgana on CS. Morgana has not gone home to shop in a long-ass time, and Swain able to take care of business, taking down Olaf, but unfortunately Olaf killing Soraka. Feeder Soraka, Feeder Soraka. 4 deaths this game. Once this Morgana goes home and shops, what's she gonna pick up? Probably her straight up pick up her Rylai's, or pick up I don't know. Let's see what she decides to pick up, to be honest. I'm not sure if she's going to pick up Rylai's right out the gate. You see a variety of Morgana builds based on what your team comp's going to be, so I can't really speculate that one. Dragon not having been secured yet this game at all. It's pretty late, guys. It's 16 minutes into it. Of course, we're at 23 kills deep in this game, so nobody's even had time to kill the dragon. And what's Morgana doing? Not shopping. Not shopping. When's she gonna go get some stuff? I don't know. We'll have to find out when that's gonna happen. Morgana's big. She's successful though. Why go shop when she's just continuing to farm at will? What's the blue team need to do to be successful here? Who can they feed on right now? Well, to be honest, the only people they can really feed on right now are Lulu and Kennen. That's about it. This Olaf's doing pretty decently. They aren't going to be able to feed on Morgana, and certainly they're not going to be able to feed on Ezreal. Feed on the weaklings, farm your jungle. Are we going to see a 20-minute surrender? I don't think so, not right now, unless the red team ends up picking up an ace here shortly. Looks like Morgana picking up both her Rod of the Ages as well as her Abyssal Scepter. Boom, boom. Picking up those two big items already. Jeez. She is a beast from the east. Just boom. 201 AP right now. That's disgusting. All that magic resist on board, all that health and all that mana. She's a beast with 2,000 HP, 1,800 mana. Morgana's going to be nigh impossible to take down unless you really get her out of position. And this Morgana has not been making bad decisions thus far. Here, we're going to have a big team fight here. We've got Lulu, we've got Fed as Hell Ezreal on board. If one Dark Binding can go off, they can end up getting kills, kills, kills. This Swain is now exhausted. They're straight going balls deep on this tower dive. Lulu out of position. Morgana was just hanging back. Hold on, I got to reverse that back for a second. What was Morgana doing? Morgana was working on these wraiths right now while this whole team fight is going down. Her team is diving on this tower, and Morgana was picking up wraiths. Really big mistake there for Morgana. Either that or really big mistake by Lulu on diving and not having Morgana support. You see that big chunk of health. Look how that pool and that Dark Binding, that Tormented Soil, just ripping into Lee Sin so deep. This is the kind of situation where Morgana, there you go. She's taking the words right out of my mouth. She can flash in and ultimate everyone and really disrupt. All Morgana needs to do is just land one clutch Dark Binding right now on that Swain, would take him out, but she's just deciding to play conservative and not dive. God, look at the burst! When that Dark Binding connects right now, this Lee Sin is actually in trouble, to be honest. Everybody pulling back on the tower. They have a million low health champs. Oh, if only Morgana could get in there. Pop her ultimate in that situation. That could be a triple, if not a quadra kill. Regardless, overall CS clearly in favor of the red team. Renekton's still pretty farmed right now. Renekton does have the Maw on board. But everybody else on the blue team, way underfarmed. Way underfarmed. This is getting kind of gross. Up by 7k gold right now. Actually, a little more than 7k gold right now. Whew. Blue team's just going to play defensive. All they can do is just rely on this beastie Renekton to head out front and wait for the red team to make mistakes. Oh my goodness, are they going to be able to kill this Morgana? No, she's pulling back. That Lulu ultimate saved her. Morgana did kill Soraka, so the blue team sustain is down. However, Kennen went down immediately. This Morgana is forced to pull back along with this Lulu. This is some great Lulu support, saving Morgana's ass right there. That could have equaled a middle tower. Oh my goodness, a Dark Binding on top of that Tormented Soil might have straight up killed Renekton, to be honest. Renekton coming around on the side. If they're able to kill this Morgana, this will be really nice for them. It'll be really nice. I think they'll be able to get it. Yep, there it is. Renekton's starting to get fed. That's what they need. Clutch double kill. This is what the blue team needed to breathe some life into their team. Take out a tower or two while you're at it, guys. Pick up some gold. Yeah, that's right, counter jungle, eat up their jungle. Press the advantage while you have it. Alright guys, post in the comments, what do you guys think of Draven? You digging Draven? Oh boy. Morgana, don't feed anymore. Don't feed anymore, Morgana. Alright, here comes Feeder Draven and Feeder Morgana against the man that they've been feeding. Are they gonna get retaliation here? Ezreal, one of the one of the slipperiest champs in the game. Is Draven going to position himself so that Blade comes back and connects with Ezreal? It doesn't matter. Shut down there by Lee Sin. I feel like the red team is getting overconfident and overextending out the yin-yang right now. Notice how Morgana went ahead and just straight up picked up a chain vest. Good decision. Decent amount of AD on board with the blue team. Always a good decision, guys. Something that you can learn from the high elo players. When they're up against a team with a bunch of AP or a team with a bunch of AD, don't worry about getting that top tier item that's going to give you a bunch of armor or a bunch of magic resistance. Just straight up pick up your Negaton cloak. Or, wow, Morgana's just so beastie. Sure, pick up your Negaton cloak or pick up your chain vest. Just grab one. It's okay. You don't need to turn it into anything late game. It's okay. This Olaf is beasting on this feeder Soraka. Soraka feeding even more. Can Renekton pull down the kill on this Olaf? I don't think it's going to happen because there's that Lulu shield. Lulu ultimate at the clutch time. The key thing about being good with Lulu, wait to use that ultimate until the clutch time. Don't use it right out the gate. Wow, Swain taking out Lulu immediately. Now this Olaf is in trouble. This Renekton is still up and running. Finally shut down by Olaf. But you gotta wait for that clutch timing on the wild growth from Lulu. Don't wild growth your carry or whoever's in trouble right out the gate. It's gonna scare off the enemy team. Wait for a second, then delay and pop it when the enemy team is committed. That's the way to do it, right? Same thing as like any type of clutch ultimate, like a Malphite ultimate can be like that as well. Wait until the battle has started. Wait until the enemy team commits. Then you pop your ultimate and it confuses everyone. Alright, let's take a look at the item situation here for both teams. Lee Sin only has a Wriggles and a Phage right now. It's doing okay. Gross. Oh my gosh. The damage between that Morgana and that Ezreal basically can't be contended with right now. 6-1 Morgana, 9-1 Ezreal. It's so disgusting. I was talking about earlier, what kind of build is this Ezreal? Obviously, it's primarily an AD build. I was talking about earlier how it might be a hybrid build. No, he was just picking up the Sheen for the early burst. Pretty good decision to pick up a Sheen for the early burst. What's the phrase that Hengist and the TGN squadron use? If you want early burst, Sheen first, something like that. Ezreal getting another kill, 10 kills deep, baby. But Lee Sin picking up the kill on Lulu. Ezreal, finally. Oh my gosh, Ezreal's just going on a freaking rampage here. This is disgusting. 11 kills for him, 7 for Morgana. They're gonna pick up this Baron. It's gonna be GG no re. GG no re. GG no re. That's the song that the British sing in their esports communities. Trust me, I'm not British, but I know. I've heard it. I've heard it in their bars and their taverns. Alright, taking down the Baron. Can anybody disrupt this? Looks like Soraka has plans to drop the banana hammock on him. Here goes the banana hammock. Is she gonna banana steal it? Let's see the banana steal. Come on. What's she doing? What's she doing? Oh my, didn't get the steal off. Who would have thought? Oh, the banana steal. Oh, it didn't work out. This Draven now pulling back. Uh-oh. All it requires is one Dark Binding, your Dunzor. More feedage for Long Dong. I'm assuming that's a Japanese or Chinese name. It runs in the family. Oh my. Fezreal. It's a combination between Fed, Ezreal. Oh my gosh, so disgusting with that Baron buff. Why is... Okay, it's just trollolololol right now because that's a 5-0 surrender vote. Alright, understandable surrender from the blue team. What did they do wrong? I feel like a lot went wrong for this blue team on the character selection screen. Obviously, people are picking up Draven because they want to have fun with him. But unfortunately, if you're on a team right now for the next couple weeks and you've got a Draven on board, he's probably gonna suck. Alright, hats off to Ezreal for not screwing it up and for just playing so well. I gotta say, MVP for this game, in my opinion, goes to Lulu. Lulu doing a great job of supporting in that bottom lane. 15 assists. I don't care if Lulu had 8 deaths. 15 assists. Lulu was there when it counted and got her team fed up and saved her allies when she needed to. That's what Lulu does best, right? Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're watching this video on FTW Broadcasting, give it a thumbs up. If you're watching on TGN Cult, thumbs down this video because you are pathetic. Top left-hand corner, check out our playlist for all of our League of Legends casts. Top right-hand corner, link to FTW Broadcasting. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in our next cast.
FTW.